Good evening, folks. It is Wednesday night, so it is time for The Burning is Yarn until we find a different name for this.
Contest.
I'm Joe Bachman, and we got Trey Bachman and Dawn Doulas here with us tonight. And tonight, this is going to be more Trey's show. I'm still going to be doing a burn. But for her to be able to show the stitch, she's going to need the larger screen. And you're doing a peep tonight?
Yes, we're doing a peep tonight.
Alrighty. Well, we will get right into this. I'm going to turn the music volume down. We are going to play, as always, the music of Dan Hollifield, which you can find his links at indiecd.org/about-Dan-Hollifield. We're going to be playing the Displaced Detective Suite, which is based off the novel The Displaced Detective, written by Stephanie Osborne, which you can also find her links on indiecd.org at indiecd.org/about-Stephanie-Osborne. And one other thing we're going to throw out there tonight too, if you have that link ready, Dawn. As many of you know, if you saw Brian K. Morris's special edition of No Warning today, Nick's Never Mind the Furthermore, this was talked about there. There is a GoFundMe for Amy Hale, and it's to help raise money for them to have gas and everything to go back and forth to visit their daughter, who tried to leave this mortal realm. Trying to say it in a way that YouTube and nobody else will, kick this video down real quick. So, please do go check out the GoFundMe. They're about halfway to their goal already, and any little bit helps. You can donate anonymously if you want to. I believe the creator can still see the actual name of the person who donated. So if you want to donate completely anonymously, you can go to indiecd.org, select the donate button under the become a member drop down, and do the one-time donation. Any money that comes in until they're funded through that link, I will send straight over to their GoFundMe on your behalf without bringing your name up. So there's always that option there also. But with that, we will get the music playing. And we're going to start off with track 5, Highly Energetic Particles Boogie. Someone wants to see how fast Trey can crochet.
Don't do that. I think Amanda's gonna try and follow along tonight, so don't have me going warp speed.
So we'll get Trey brought up to the big screen here.
You poor souls.
And it is your show, dear.
All right. Well, hopefully if people are going to try and follow along, they saw yesterday's quick blurb. However, we are making a peep today from zamigooz.com. I got it from All Free Crochet because I am all about those free patterns. So let's go ahead and get into it. I don't have it printed off, so I will be using my handy dandy wide array board to keep track of where I'm at. So if you see me writing off to the side, I'm not having sudden inspiration, I'm just lost.
Never mind.
You know what? I don't want to hear it out of you. You can see the looks
can't be the first time you've lost.
Oh, hey, guess what? I lost my hook already today. It's gonna be fun. I found it.
And the cat's not even in there.
I know, right? All right.
Wait, it's your hook? You mean it's not a needle?
Yeah, Joe's gonna pay for that. If
Same
you have,
difference.
Okay, I lose these hooks so much. These are all the same size hook. I just keep backups. And that is, yeah, that is the small one. All right. Doop. All right, so magic circle time. Get an anchor and do my X. Doop. And pull it through. Mess it up because I'm on camera. Can do these things all day, I swear. Oh, I don't have my light on. I'm a hot mess. Hot mess express. It's all right.
It's one of the things we love about you, dear.
Oh, I'm glad somebody loves it. So this is going to call...
love you just the way you are.
You poor things. So we've got 6 single crochets in this.
And when you have a minute of downtime, I can start going through the comments. I'm not going to rush them to rush you, so just let me know when you're ready.
You are good. 4, 5, 6. So we've got that. I'm gonna slip that through there so I can find it later. Pull this, and that is our first row. And so I'm gonna get rid of that so I know where I'm at. Next line is increases, which means just two crochets into one previous one. So we're actually going to double from 6 and go to 12. So you've got 1, 2, and we're going to do that all the way around. The easiest way to find out that you can't count is to start crocheting. 10.
Or Mary Jo Bachman.
Oh, that's how we know he has no common sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, that's row 2 completed. So you should start seeing that circle forming now.
It looks like a snail.
It's a snail. Never mind. Not the green room.
Yeah, keep in mind Amanda's watching, which means Xander most likely is too.
Yep.
So hi, Xander.
Yep. Hi, Xander.
Hi, Xander.
Hope you had a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Xander!
All right, so round 3 is increase and single crochet in next stitch times 6. So I'm going to do that increase in one stitch, then the next stitch. Wow, my lighting is terrible. I'll just do that single crochet, so it's groups of 3 up to 18. So that's going to take me a few minutes. So Dawn, if you want to get into it.
Oh, I'll get into it.
Get into it.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi. And first in the door tonight was Foxy, and she's saying evening, Foxy. And this is a stop visit the mail. I heard Joe say hi. And Carl said, hello, Foxy and Thesis. But he's with us tonight. And Dan hopping in here. Good evening, and we're listening to the sounds of Dan. Carl saying hey to Dan. Dan saying hi to everyone. And Thesis is saying hi to Carl and Dan. And there's Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Welcome to the show. If you're following along, you're more than welcome to send me pictures if you want, Amanda, and I can post them up to see how you're progression is as well. So let's see. Lisa said, welcome, Amanda. And Foxy says, hey to Amanda. And so does Carl. And Carl said 7 waiting. Nice. Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody.
Yes.
And Foxy said that she will be in and out at first because she's finishing up dinner. Hi.
Not the green room, Dawn.
I know. I just said hi. And Donna's joining us, and she's saying, hey, the Foxy Man, the Thesis Man, and the Witzman Dude. And Amanda said, I'm trying to remember which direction the time travel will be for this show. And some person named Independent Creator Director was saying good evening to everyone.
Who the heck is that?
I don't know.
We need to ban that hack.
Yeah, we should.
Block. And Carl saying there's Donna, and Carl saying hey to Joe, whoever this Joe is. Same with Thesis is saying hi to Donna and Joe. And Carl said, Amanda, it's all timey-wimey stuff. It really is. And it's funny that when you get to know people more and more. I'll shut up. Because we'll take
you're
care
good.
of it.
Actually, I am skipping ahead because Amanda said she already failed the magic circle. So if I have spare yarn, I can actually show her how to do it again and kind of talk through it. Let me find a color that will show up on camera.
One that's not black.
Oh.
We have a black vest.
Stalin Bachman.
Actually,
it has a white side to it because.
Right?
All right, how about this? Yeah, that'll show up for the magic circle. All right, so Amanda, we're gonna anchor it between your ring and pinky. Bring it straight up. Loop towards your middle finger, and loop towards your thumb. So you're gonna have an X like that, and then take your crochet hook along your forefinger, under that first one, hook underneath, and then catch and pull. Hopefully that helped a little bit. I'm not seeing any comments. Yes or no?
Let us know, Amanda, if you're caught up. I'm going to run through some more comments quick, if that's okay.
Yep, I'll wait a few minutes.
Okay, and Donna's saying, hey, Joe, and Amanda is saying, but am I going backwards or forwards on this one? I give up. I really give up. I'm going, and that's on time, not on the yarn. That's on time. And Dan said, which way would you like to go, Amanda? Lisa said sideways. I've been there. Dan said sideways can be fun. And Amanda said, whichever gets me on the show on time. Well, made it to the show on time, so you're good. Because Dan just said it's showtime. And Michaela's here. Hello, Michaela. She says, hello, friends, or hey, friends. And Dan said, here we go. And Carl said, hey, Michaela. And Donna's doing my job for me. And she said, don't forget to like and share. Amanda did comment. What did she say here? I need to move that. Thanks, Trey. I've been watching the video multiple times.
I was gonna say you know how to reach me. If you want to just crochet together at some point, we can get on camera and talk through it.
Yeah. Donna's saying hey to Michaela. Amanda said that Trey is hiding behind the comments.
Good at
And
that.
Lisa said, fire! Come on, Joe, do it for us.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
So we will go ahead and I will stop with the comments here for a second and let you
All right.
put you know what I
Toy boat.
Well,
Alright. Well, I'm just going to do round 4, which is increase, and then a single, and then another single. So it's groups of 4 that I'm going to go around up to 24. So, yeah, remember how to count, Trey. It helps. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. Because I'm going to put my stitch marker in so I don't lose count when I'm trying to talk, too. Then I just got to count to 4 instead of 24.
There you go.
Smarter, not harder this time. Already messed it up. Way to go. Don't you
I
judge
heard
me.
that, Joe.
Don't you judge me.
Well, I'm not judging because I've already screwed this one up several times. So
17, 18. Okay. Back on track. All right. I know what I'm doing, everybody. I swear.
We know you know. We know you know.
I like that meme of the bear catching fish, where it's like, oh, me when people are watching and the fish is smacking him in the face. That's currently me. It's all right. I'm aware of it. I accept it.
Okay. And are you doing anything new right next couple minutes, or should I go ahead and read some more comments?
Nope, we're just going to follow the pattern of the increases and the single crochets for a couple more rounds.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to get some comments in here real quick.
All right.
We left off with Bladed saying fire.
fire,
And
fire.
there you go. Joey's happy now. Lisa says, my mother would love a peep. I bet it's going to be adorable when it's done. And Dan said, that hack again. I wish he'd put out a new album. Music. And Michaela said she can't stay, but she has a meeting, but she'll check in after. Awesome. We may be here yet. You never know. So there is the link to Amy Hale's ABCD link for her bouts. You can also, if you instead of just donating straight money, you can also purchase a book or something like that as well.
Yep.
That'll help them out. And Carl said, okay, Michaela. And there's the link to the GoFundMe. So if you can help her out. And Carl said, Dan, I hear that guy retired, so maybe he'll put out another album someday. Maybe. And there is the About Dan Hollifield, his NBCD link, so you can buy some of his music from that link. Well, that was me screwing up. Okay, I really screwed up earlier.
It happens.
Well, yeah, I'm like, yeah, we're doing good tonight. There is the NBCD link for Joe Bachman, who is currently doing that. Oh, that's a pretty cross. Have you done that one before?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay.
Nope, this is
Pretty.
a totally new design that I got from creativemeadow.com.
Awesome. I like that. That one's pretty. I'm going to go back to Trey.
Yeah, I think this will look neat once it's done and clear coated.
Yeah, the intricacies are kind of cool on that. And there is the Trilaina's independent creator directory link. And Carl said, hey, Dawn, whenever you get to the comments, that is. I'm getting to them. And Dan thinks your little safety pin is adorable, Trey.
Oh, my little stitch marker.
Mm-hmm.
I love these things. They're great.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa said, hey, Trey, have you ever seen those crochet rings? I can look up for a link if you need one.
Let me finish this stitch. And I've actually seen them, but so I hold my tension weird. Most people use this finger or something, and there's wrapping involved. I just stick it under the pinky and kind of guide it. So not the green room. I'm sure if Cindy Kep is watching this, she's going to have a stroke, just seeing it. Any of what I'm doing, she's probably just going, how is that working for you? That's not possible.
Yeah, because Mom did a different way than you did, didn't she?
Oh yeah, it confused her too. And she's the one that taught me.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have a Rich.
we have a Rich that
Hey!
peeked in.
If he adjusts his camera, we have a Rich.
And hey, Donna's saying hi to you and me, Trey.
Hi!
Hi. And Dan Hollifield said 1247 many. And
There he be.
Dan said,
Hey.
Trey, Linky said she is envious. She knits but doesn't crochet.
I have never even attempted knitting because I am intimidated by it.
I haven't
There's a
tried
humble
knitting because
bundle.
I'm intimidated by both of them.
There's a humble bundle centered around knitting this month.
Oh, really?
Last month they had a crochet one. They've
I got
a
the
knitting
crochet
this
one.
month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Joe told me about the crochet one and I snapped it up like that.
Yeah, I go out there on a regular basis to see what's out there. And I'm like, knitting? I'm like, I'm not that adventurous. I got too many other things I'm trying to learn.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I still have like crochet stuff behind the shelf that the 3D printer's on to go back to start trying to learn crochet again.
Well, you might know somebody
That knows how to crochet.
that knows how to crochet.
I know a lot of hookers. And I'm not talking about the ones that hang out at 5th and Broadway.
Right? I mean, technically, the crochet is French for to hook. So that makes us hookers.
Okay. And Amanda said she already failed on the magic circle. So that was before.
It's alright. Hopefully we got her hooked up.
Yeah. And Carl said, run it back a bit, Amanda. You'll catch up. Yeah, just stick with us and run back later, and then you can always message her separately. And Donna wanted to know if she heard a smack.
She might have maybe picked up. So I've heard the cats running around a couple times.
You know
So-
what? I've got that toy on the outside of my door.
Yep.
They probably shoulder checked it.
I have a snoring cat on the bed. That's not a
Nice.
smack, it's a snore. Woke's joining us tonight. Hello, Woke. And he says, hail all.
Hey, Woke Breaker.
Hey.
And Amanda said, hey, thanks, Trey. I'll be watching the video multiple times.
You know what? I had
You-
to look
you
up
can get a
about
personal
4
lesson,
different
I mean.
ways to figure out how to do it. Because none of them made sense. None of them.
I have a feeling Trey's going to get a private lesson.
I am.
Oh, that Amanda's going to get a
What?
private lesson from
Oh,
Trey.
you know she will. We like Mandy.
And Nick said, hey, yes, I'm here. I just got a weird email claiming I violated someone's privacy during my stream. Not the green room. Some individual claims I did. I suspect it is a troll.
Huh.
If
I would suspect
anything,
that as
Nick
well.
does the opposite of that, but okay.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you get that straightened out because we know that you didn't violate anybody's privacy.
Yeah.
And, Amanda said baked goods for private lessons.
I was gonna say just chats for private lessons, but you know me, I don't turn out baked goods.
Foxy said, that's weird, Nick. And Carl saying, hey to Woke. And Carl agrees that it sounds like a troll, Nick. Foxy said that she's speaking magic.
Oh man.
Lisa
When
said,
I
problems
was
with
playing... Good, Don.
Lisa said, problems with counting? Listen to Psycho Sticks. I can only count to 4.
That constantly goes through my head, complete with the Muppets dancing. Every
I was
time.
playing WoW. I was playing WoW earlier and got a weird private message, and I'm like, why does this sound like a Nigerian phone scam, but for WoW, or not phone scam, but Nigerian print scam, but for WoW? You know, hi friend, can give you 10,000 gold to help me activate my game time. You're in game time because you're talking to me, dude. And how are you going to have the 10,000 gold to give me unless you got the game time to earn the 10,000 gold to give me?
People be crazy.
Yeah,
That's why I like our little group here. We know who's the crazy people.
we're fun crazy, not malicious crazy.
Exactly. Malicious is the bad stuff.
Yes.
Let's see.
See,
Here.
now
Carl,
we just
when
need
you
we
can
just
know
need
something
Nick
and
here
totally
now.
different to someone else.
We just need Nick here now, and we'd have all the channel admins here.
To
Nick,
Full House.
Lisa said, no kidding, Carl. I'm a fairly accomplished martial artist, but teaching is different. It is.
It is. You have to think about different ways of doing stuff because your way
See,
doesn't
my thing-
always work.
I do things my own way. Like you were talking about, your tension is different than what most people would, but that's what works for you. So for you
Yeah.
to teach somebody that and then they go see somebody else do it, they're going to get just really confused.
Oh
So
yeah,
that makes,
but I am
but
gonna
he
show.
wanted to piece of snow. He's a great teacher and he doesn't let
Yes.
anyone tell you different. Ah,
When I was going through EMS training, my instructor was very adamant to master any skill. There's 4 steps. No, sorry, 3 steps. Learn one, so you learn it, then you do it, so that you're getting that muscle memory. Then you have to teach it, and you start seeing it from all different ways because people are going to ask questions, and you're going to be like, "I don't know why I do that. Why do I do that?" And you go and you investigate, and you learn more about the subject than you would just reading something real quick or just doing something real quick.
It's a good point.
Just
it
to
makes
truly
sense.
master to truly master something, you learn why you do XYZ instead of just how to do XYZ. Another one of his favorite sayings was, any idiot can learn how to do something. To master it, you learn why you do.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my learning things. I don't want to just be told you need to do this and this and this. Why am I doing this and this and this? That makes
Yeah.
sense. So were you going on to the next thing? 'Cause I noticed you're just kind of sitting there
Yeah.
fidgeting with your circle.
Yeah, so round 7, we're doing a decrease and then single crocheting. But when you do stuffed animals, there's actually a different way of doing the decrease. So it doesn't show your stuffing underneath. So if you do your decrease front loop only, which that's just turning 2 stitches, pulling them through, and turning them into 1, you get that back string
Come back
stays
down.
in
There you go.
place. Yeah. That back string stays in place while these get pulled up. So it actually covers the oh, that made me motion sick. Sorry, y'all. But no, it'll keep your stuffing from showing through.
Yeah, we
And
don't
that's
want
what
to
you're- No, never want the stuffing showing through. So that's what it should look like. And I'm going
Really,
to keep
Joe?
going around. Joseph, not the green room.
We're at
Okay.
about the half-hour mark.
Oh.
So let's play a couple of
Wait,
ads
I
here.
want to do this next comment real quick.
Okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, my father has showed up again. Hi,
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
You can call him DR, you can call him Doctor, you can call him Dale, you can call him Dad. You can call him a lot of D things. But okay,
Just
we're gonna
don't
do an
call him
ad. Hi,
late for
Dad, love
dinner?
you. What?
Just don't call him late for dinner.
I'm not gonna go there.
All right. And up first, we have the ad for Amy Hale. And because we are down to the final 4 days of this Kickstarter, we are going to play Grant Lankard's League of Cryptids video.
Sasquatch, the Loch Ness Monster, Mothman, the Jersey Devil, Chupacabra. For millennia, these creatures have perplexed the human race. But what if they are forces of good? What if they have been sent here by a federation of more advanced alien species to help and defend the human race? That's the premise of League of Cryptids, a new comic book by Grant Lankard, creator of the smash hits Beowulf and Memoirs of the Morbid. His new comic, League of Cryptids, is a 4-part story involving these 5 creatures banding together to defend Earth from an invading alien race, just as one of their members is losing faith in the human race and questioning their mission. The epic tale begins in League of Cryptids 1.
And we are going to kick it over to track number 6. I thought it was a UFO. And now we do have the full cast and crew of the NDCD admins of the StreamYard.
If somebody else wants to take center stage, I'm just going to keep doing a couple more rounds like this, and then I'm going to do exactly the same thing a second time.
Okay.
All
So I'm
right.
going to go ahead and bring you up, Joey, if that's cool.
Yep, I'm getting the burner turned back on.
Thought
I
you
do
were
that one.
You
My
slacking?
My thumb was starting to get scorched.
Hi.
Hello.
You're using this as an opportunity to test if they can watch on my dubious internet while I stream without it crashing my show. Because if it crashes me out, I just duck out and it won't mess up anybody too bad for anybody else.
Yes, it will. You'll be gone and we'll be sad.
Oh. Yeah, it's... You guys are doing amazing.
I'm just reading. That's all I'm doing.
Hey, as somebody who has to juggle this group's version of chat, it is a it is
It's
an
very much
impressive
appreciated.
thing, especially when you're trying to get something done.
Right. I'm doing pretty
Not-
good. I'm only about 10 minutes or so behind, so.
Well, that's not bad. I will be careful. I had some dental work done this afternoon,
Ooh.
and the meds tend to have colorful effects on me, so I think they're out of my system. But it means I'm more prone to be more honest than usual.
Whoa,
And my
I'm gonna
lovely
have some
wife
fun with
is laughing hysterically about
Does this make my butt look big?
No, your butt makes your butt look
Oh,
big, Richie.
Nick, let it tell us.
No, see, not like I should be trying to get my art going or something practical, but you guys asked me to be in the background, so I'm trying to, be in the background and possibly shut up while, interesting folks do interesting things.
We have interesting folks.
We have interesting things.
I would say Trey's interesting. I know that. We got Dad in the con. Dad could probably tell you some interesting things about me. I mean, gosh darn. Sorry.
Ah, darn it!
Oh, and Donna's saying hi to Kitty.
Trilaina,
Mm-hmm.
you need to, you have to hold it higher, dear.
I can't.
Well, here. The instructions were unclear, and now she's tied up.
You're welcome.
Well, but not a help.
Okay, Amanda. We'll talk later and we'll get it worked out. Because I have another idea. I might be able to just turn around and have her actually look over my shoulder.
Yeah.
So that might work.
Xander. No, you're not on camera.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
My study's not cleaned out enough for that much shenaniganry.
Thank you, Trey.
I got you.
I tried.
Oh,
I'm really, really good at straight lines and corners.
We'll get it.
Still did better than me. Ah.
And good evening, Miss Sarah. Thanks for joining us.
Carl said, sure, but you have to take apart all your habits and then try to explain them to others. And Dan saying hi to my dad, and Carl saying hello to Kitty and my dad and Rich. Donna said, I think that's how I hold my crochet hook too, Trey. Oh my God, that was a hard thing to say. Donna saying hi to my dad, and so is Thesis, and my dad saying, hey, or he's saying, howdy, y'all. And Kitty said, crochet is magic, and you can't change my mind. I agree with Kitty. Kitty is spot on. Mm-hmm.
Give me a duck and a scale.
Oh, and Dan said that Rich, you knit chainmail. He's on something there. Oh, and Donna thought that Trey smacked Joe. That's what the smack she heard.
That would be amazing since we're on separate floors.
Yeah.
Well,
He has that ability.
Magic.
If she can't, her stand will.
I was gonna say if the Queen of the Fae can't do it, it can't be done.
Also, the smack comment was about Joe telling her not to use black yarn. She could have used navy blue. Teasing. I'm teasing. I'm not being serious.
Dark gray.
Yeah. Donna saying hey to Woke and Nick.
Hey,
and there is the what shirt URL is that, Mr. Rich?
That if you look at the very next comment.
Oh. The Humble Bumble. It's your comment, you say it.
The Humble Bundle for knitting.
Thank you.
It's for, what is it? Knitting and mochi.
And
$18 for $30 items.
Oh,
mochi. MOCHI.
Okay, I was going to say, it sounds like you said mochi, like the food.
Yes, you're making me hungrier.
Delicious.
I'm probably absolutely butchering the word because I'm guessing it's probably some type of weird Japanese word like amaguri.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
that is the word.
Japanese pronunciation is pretty straightforward, actually, once you get the rules. So you're not butchering it nearly as bad as you think you are.
Knits for Nerds, 30 projects for science fiction, comic books, and fantasy. And on the cover, someone has the White Princess Leia kind of shawl type thing going on. And then it looks like they knitted Princess Leia buns.
I like that. I want those. I just want to put this show. So Chris is joining us from Facebook, and he said, "So is this fiddling with fiber and fire?"
That wouldn't be a bad name,
right?
That's not
Triple
bad.
F. Triple F.
Yeah.
What would be even better is if you had someone playing the violin in the background. Then it would be fiddling with fire and fiber.
Can we get in touch with the lady
get on that.
that does the electric violin?
Her name is Mia Asano, and I bet she'd do it.
Let's get her.
I bet you Dan could put something with some strings.
Although technically, if I started trying to weave something in chainmail, I'd be fiddling with bits of metal.
Fiddling with fine wire.
Okay. Hey, Chris, if you're still watching, you got to come up with another F for Rich, okay? And my dad says, nimble fingers are a big plus in so many ways. Dad? Oh my God.
I also draw, so it's good for that.
Wait.
Now I'm
My
fidgeting.
Wait. Wait, where'd it go?
There we go.
My dad, now you guys know where I get it from. He's been here for 2 shows, and he already got not the green room on that one.
Excellent.
I'll go in the green room later, Dad.
Oh, I meant to ask Nick.
Yes, sir.
Did you see the video I sent you via Messenger?
I'm gonna say probably because I got sent a whole bunch, but post dental stuff, I wasn't allowed on social media as part of the rules because, again, honestly,
You get too honest.
oh yeah. Apparently, anything with cane turns into truth. Yes, I did see that. The cam fencing puppets.
No, the actual video I recorded.
That might not have gone through. Hold on. Let me see if my computer goes blank when I do this.
Lisa said, thanks, Kitty Love. And Donna said, yeah, I had to tailor my teaching to each student because everyone learns differently. Some of them even have to use bowls to protect their lady parts.
Why do you have an out the front?
Huh?
What?
Why do you have an OTF, Joe?
Because I saw an ad on Facebook and it looked cool.
It hasn't run enough for me to be able to actually see because my internet is being insanely dubious even by my internet standards. But I recognize that it's an out the front, and I know that kind of key thing. So unless it has something other than a sharp and shiny on inside.
Hey, Dawn, bring me up to the full real quick. If you can.
I got it. Okay.
Working on it. Wait.
Now I want to remind everyone that Joe Bachman is a
Trained professional.
Trained professional, and that was used for educational purposes. I don't even carry folding knives at this point because the technology. You see, the more complex the device, the more potential chaos it has. The more potential chaos it has, the more likely the Nick field is to erupt, letting loose something go boink.
Let's not forget that the cane was pretty straightforward. I almost tripped over that and fell into you.
Exactly. So, if I had an out-the-front knife like that, it would probably and very likely turn into a projectile at best or a new scar at worst. But also be very careful where you take that.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a long time, anything like that was banned in the state of Michigan, Illinois, a few other places. And I haven't kept track. I just switched to a...
I more just want to see the contractor's reaction on the job site when they go, you got a knife? Sure.
Now, somebody made one of those that the handle, when closed, is about as big as my forearm.
Holy cow.
Good Lord.
And if you wanted to pull a Croc Dundee, that's not a knife, you know. We need to get hold of Adsy to do that. This is a knife.
Yes, Adsy.
Do you want your gold twist tie before it goes to the trash can?
Huh? Oh, I'm like, wait, I hear another female voice in it. I just see Mia Trey. I don't see Amanda tied up next to Nick yet. Again.
Why would
No,
this table has space. Anyway,
my middle child brought something into me.
Dad said he thinks he was being ignored. Kids. No, if you tell, there's a lot of conversation that happens. And Dan said I could teach someone how the music program works, but I doubt I could teach anyone how to hear the music in their heads to do what I do. Exactly, Dan. And that's why your music is awesome. I'm just going to run through a couple of these real quick. Lisa said, plus all three of my students are female, so that changes things too. Yes, if you need wooden bowls to help hide their lady parts, you just ask Donna. She'll tell you. And then Rich said he's been called a lot of D things myself, like dick.
delirious, demented, destructive,
Deranged.
Disastrous.
Darling. And Lady Thesis said, usually the things I'm called start with an A.
Awesome.
Amazing. Ancient.
Ancient?
Alabaster.
We're going to go to Ancient because Dan's here. Last time that Dad got into a conversation with Dan and Carl, they were all discussing who was the oldest. There is the about for Grant Lankard.
Yep.
Yep. And Dad said that he did a lot of wood burning in the last century. Like fires or like what Joe's doing? I want clarification on that one, please. Because like Dan said, he did too, but the Forestry Commission asked him to stop.
Only Dan can prevent forest fires.
And he chooses not to.
And my dad thinks he needs to go to the dentist with great meds. You know, Dad, I don't want to put everything out there, but don't you get the good meds anyway? Never mind. Oh, Miss Sarah is here. Hello, Miss Sarah. Evening, everyone.
Hey, Miss Aaron.
I got to draw her avatar today for.
Nice.
What, Dad?
I saw that. It looked really good.
What? Okay, Carl. Long-range bondage going on here?
I give instruction via video, apparently.
I'm going with the next one. I'm assuming that has something to do with Amanda.
Yeah.
Because Thesis said tied up, not the green room, not the green room. Foxy's laughing at Carl, and Carl's saying hi to Miss Saren, and so is Thesis, and Miss Saren is saying hi to Carl. Thesis. Foxy's saying hi to Saren. Miss Saren is saying hi to Foxy. Donna's saying hi to Miss Saren. Miss Saren's saying hi to Donna. Okay.
Take a breath.
And Dad said,
Sorry
I have a feeling
about
that we
that,
both make this for them.
Apparently, my phone cannot be on the internet whilst the Xbox is streaming you guys to the big screen, and I'm in my lair.
Ah.
And Donna said that probably for the same reason that her and Whitspin are in separate wings of the castle. Foxy said that would be a cute nest. There you go. Somebody's got to make a nest now.
There we go.
Let me get through a couple more comments and then we'll be silly again. Trey
Titania?
is Titania? Well, that explains things. Titania?
Again, doesn't one have to stop for it to become again? It's still.
Oh, wait a minute. Foxy said they had burgers and fires. Fries. LOL.
I was like, that sounds really good.
I like burgers and fries. I'm okay with all of this. Let's make this happen.
Burgers on the fire.
Because they're pyromaniacs. Anyway,
Dad said, Foxy, that was either a typo or you cook like I do, and the household fire alarm is how we know something is done. And that's what my dad got for green roomed.
I have green room. Real name.
There's a rite of passage. Being green roomed. What'd you say, Nick? I'm sorry.
No. I think that was a reference. It came echoing from the living room. Don't use real names, which I'm sure has ties to no one that was claimed anything earlier before. I didn't hear it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, this is Dale. I honestly would like to try a knitting like this, only bigger for some Orioles. I have some here in our trees, and the wind takes them down. Aww. I wonder if they're the same Orioles that were there. Obviously, not the same ones, but were there 20 years ago. Could be some of their babies. Carl's going to need an adult beverage for the rest of this show, and he's going to end up under this desk.
That is Carl's response to most of our broadcasts.
Right. Donna said, Joe's starting with... Lisa said, I'm being begged at because I still have fries. Well, at least she's begging for... Hooli. I'm assuming that's who's begging. I'm assuming that it's not Thesis begging.
Is it Hooli or Foxy? Inquiring minds want to know.
But Foxy's not begging for fries from Thesis, but it's Hooli.
Let's talk of fries. I'm about to beg for them.
Oh, Carl, you got just... It's a tiny one, but you did get a screenshot there. You'll have to track that down later.
The wall of dawn continues to grow.
It's not about the size, Nick. It's about how you use it.
Miss Sarah's referring to the
I agree
night.
with all of that.
Too.
I'm not surprised. Actually, I am a little surprised that Oklahoma would have a knife ban. But, yeah, this is not me talking about how that goes against the Second Amendment, dang it. And I'm going to be quiet. Because I get real spicy on certain subjects.
But watch your potate that I sent you.
I'm very pleased about the potates. Do not hate potate.
Carl said, Illinois bans everything except taxes, eventually. Dan said, anything with mechanical action blades is an automatic 5-year prison sentence. Dang! In Georgia. And Dad said, what is Joe doing? He is burning wood. He's playing with his wood on screen, and he's making it smoke.
That's clarification on your question earlier as to what type of burning wood. It says what Joe is doing.
Oh. Trying to read fast.
Our bunch of dyslexic butts all got...
And he said, I'm behind on comments, and to pick it up, please, because remember his age. Yes, Dad. Pick it up on the comments. Mm-hmm. Foxy is laughing and says that our streams are usually like this, and...
Do I get the bathroom room to choose the color?
You're colorblind?
In the green room? Not the green room with the green door. Anyway.
The green room is the kitchen, right, Nick?
The great chartreuse debate kicks up. What color is this? Anyway.
I was in the green room with all of everybody on the show tonight. There's just those countertops. I am going to get so much trouble from Amanda.
Oh. Hashtag not the green room.
Like I said, Dad, I'll let you in on the green room joke. But it is green, and if it's in the bathroom, well, Foxy said, Hulu looked at the TV like, wait, what? I know, I love her. Hi, Hulu, I love you. Carl said, I gave poor Nick a hard time today pretending to use the Ouija, but I left those out in the car by wifely request.
That is a good way not to die. Bravo, good sir.
Still say if you crush it up, that's how Christine happens. You want Christine? That's how Christine happens. And Foxy begs for other things. Just because it has to. We've been not the green room.
That just needs a permanent spot.
Anyway, to help Dawn, I fast forwarded through those shenanigans because Dawn's melt rate is a little lower than mine. So, we wanted to get through, and let's see. I can hope. No! The green room is like Hotel California. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave.
And of course, my brain goes immediately into that solo. Damn you, Nick.
Yep. Same.
You are welcome, sir. I can help with that problem, though.
So how are you doing on that piece there you're working on, Trey?
Trey's just hopping and popping, trying not to drop a stitch. And,
almost finished with the ears.
While she's doing that, she's thinking about the lovely snack she could have, because she wants to taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Oh, God.
Shh, Nick.
Oh, and explain to your dad a little bit, with the way I do my wood burning, I don't hand trace all this first. I actually print it off on a black and white laser printer onto a piece of paper, and then use some acetone on a
Nail
rag,
polish remover.
nail polish remover, to transfer the image onto the wood and burn it in. I used to hand trace everything. And yeah, no, not anymore. Not since I found this method.
Right.
Why is it slightly disturbing that 2 ears are just laying on?
Well, it's funny because, right? Usually it's the legs that are like, the legs and the arms that are just spread out around me. And then there's like a body somewhere off to the left.
And welcome to Dexter, folks.
What mittens are just not enough, Dawn? Is that what you're thinking?
No, just what she said.
Yep.
She said an S word that made it really go green room. Totally green room.
Well, when it's cold as blank out there, you can use these to keep them warm.
Whew, it's warm in here tonight.
I usually have that
Right,
effect on
what
my
am I
cat.
doing?
Anyway.
When witches are filing HR reports because of how cold it is,
Right.
It's good.
because people are trying to warm their hands.
Thanks to the wonders of technology, I tested that theory. It's amazing what one can do with a non-contact laser thermometer.
Nicholas! Oh, by the way, the potate thing, I found a stream that has 6 cameras for manatees, and I sent it to Nick. So he can, don't hate potate on the 6 cameras.
Oh. Let's see.
I said you can never leave, especially when the green room is technically open 24/7. It is, by the way.
I know. Sometimes I go in there and I just sit for a minute.
I do too. And then sometimes people pop in. Dan had to go get another beer. And Dad said, I'm never allowed. I may never be allowed to leave.
Don't worry, you won't want to. Anyway, because once you're here, you're family. Anyway.
I just want to be on a fly on the wall when Dawn explains the humor group in the green room.
Right.
Remember, Dad, we played.
Carl ain't the only one.
I don't want to be a fly on the wall. I want to have a front seat and have some popcorn.
Foxy said it's 59 here, so not too cold.
It's 10 degrees off from being nice.
And I need those for next winter in Minnesota and hope to get those into Cabela's. If they still have Cabela's, because they just cold.
Your dad is a man of culture.
If they still have Cabela's?
Dan wants to invite Dawn's dad to the green room, wants to invite my dad to the green room, as long as he promises not to edit her out of his will. Oh, comments that I can make, but I won't. Oh! Kitty said, I can behave, I promise.
Well, this is telling me the 9th stitch. The 9th. Okay. That's very specific.
That is...
4.
Move your ears down a little bit, because right now they're out of...
Yeah, well, I had to
Oh,
count
stop.
because we are
Oh, I'm
joining
sorry.
them. They are joining. They are becoming one.
At some point in the green room, ask me about ears. There is a very cute, very innocent story about why I always kind of chuckle when ears get brought up. But,
That's even funnier knowing the story.
I don't even know the story, but my brain just went boom.
All right. Well, that doesn't make sense. So we're going to, at least not the way mine are going. So we're going to.
is it sorcery? Let me check the comments to see. And let's see. Kitty says,
Take over, Nick.
I promise. And I don't mind. I'm giving Dawn a break. And I have heard you take education well, Kitty. and Kitty and Don's dad would bring the humor group to 400. I think y'all should join up. Behave. I'm skeptical. If you're having difficulty with this, you need to improve your discipline techniques, sir. Anyway, why would you want to? And the sensor on my remote temperature gauge needs new batteries. For half the day, it's reading -40 when it's positive 158.
Wait a minute. If it went, yes, it is possible. If Lindsay walked past Dan and she just shot him the right glance, that room could have went up to 158 in no time.
Yeah, and if she shot him the right glance, it also could have dropped to -40 in no time.
Depending on how he received the first glance. It was a glancing blow. Anyway,
It's but a scratch.
it's but a flesh wound. Don's dad says, I'm too old to behave, so bring it on. Geez, he's going Super Saiyan in the chat over here, folks. There's nothing wrong with my discipline technique. She's just a brat, and I like her that way. Oh, good. That is acceptable and tolerable.
Oh.
And as she finishes the bra top for Tinkerbell in her elderly years, I'm sorry, I should not be funny while you are counting. You will unleash heck upon me, and I know that. But
No, because now I'm imagining it and my poor brain. But it's ears, yay!
it's adorable because I know what be.
It has ears.
You
So
do
this
need
is
to
actually bigger than I anticipated. I thought it was going to be like the size of a peep.
Oh,
when
no.
you said it.
So there's things called micro crochets, and some of them are the size of this. And yeah, I would. So I actually have thread in the background. It's back there somewhere, and it's crochet thread, and it would take something like that to be that size.
Okay.
Even Mom
And-
didn't screw with stuff that small.
She messed with the thread, but
Not the green room, Joe.
not the green room. Good lord, everybody. But
If it helps,
she
Xander
did
doesn't know why he's laughing.
okay. But she would do like doilies and like snowflake ornaments and things like that with it. She did 3D crochet with it at one point. She made a couple of 3D snowflakes.
Ooh.
And she was cussing at it the entire time. And she was so mad, and she never did it again.
But your potion bottles are little.
But okay, so a lot of that is just your stitch counts.
Okay.
So my potion bottles, I think, are only like 36 rounds in totality. These are, so far we're at row 12.
Okay.
Also, the yarn I use is a little finer for that. And so it just depends on yarn. Oh, it's a heart.
It's your heart.
It's a
Oh, what's
heart.
your heart? I bought your heart.
She took my
My heart now.
I
Well-
gave you my heart.
Before we get into the next part there, let's play a couple more ads here. And we're going to play one for Carl and Donna and one for... we'll just make the other one a surprise.
Which is worse, parental interference in your job or a person with a weapon when they shouldn't have one? Working security can be boring, but some conventions are a blast. Find this and all of Donna Carlene's books at lulu.com or look for her on ndcd.org.
And we are back, folks.
Oh, Lord. Give us strength.
All I could hear was the cat screaming at the door.
Oh.
Mom!
All right. I'm going to move mine over for a moment.
Feel
And
Who
free.
did you leave off, Nicholas?
What?
On comments.
where did
That
we
is
leave
really
off?
pretty, Joe.
Bring it on.
Oh, yeah.
So we are at Dan saying, I usually get smoldering glances from Lindsay. Either she wants to burn me at the stake or I'm going to get lucky again before too long. It's good to know.
yeah,
Kitty
there's
is
the finished
thanking
product.
pieces. That looks amazing, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty. I like that one.
Yeah, I like the way this one turned out. I like it better than the other Celtic designs I've done. Just because, even though they have a nice intricacy to them, they're very easy to screw up. This one has a nice design and it's fairly easy to actually make it look like the original.
Yeah, that
I
looks
really
clean.
like the texture it adds because the wood,
Mhm.
the burning takes just enough material away that you can tell that there's that visual depth to it. It's just good. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like the background and not the actual. Like it's opposite. It's the
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
but what you're looking for.
Well, that's why I tend to run
Negative?
my burner a little hotter, because then you get that nice little kind of browning along the edge line, and it just kind of gives it that pop.
Fat
That
guy
would-
talking. It's a
Yeah.
smash burger. You need the sizzle on the edges.
Run up and down those stairs. Good catch, you got it. That would be very safe.
Erica's child.
For whatever reason, that sounded like either Charlie Brown feature or really bad, like, I'm drunk, it's 2 in the morning, and I just went to White Castle, and I'm trying to understand what they just said through the intercom.
Oh,
What are you talking about? My daughter?
yeah.
Just the way it was coming through your microphone.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, somebody's got to read Dad's comment because I'm
And
not reading
then,
it.
nice work, young lady. These could even be used as wine bottle cork protectors.
Ooh.
It is Keep Your Cork Protected month. Good Lord, you and Carl need to have long conversations in the green room.
Do you guys see now that it really is not my fault?
Hashtag always protect.
Yeah, and actually, he's right, because that, at least on the video, it looks like it'd almost be the perfect size to go over the top of a wine bottle.
You know what? They are in person as well. Marker for scale. There is no banana.
Kevin for scale? I need to make you a Kevin.
I got zombie incense burner for scale.
Americans will use anything but
Right. Well, the funny thing is, the incense goes in there, so the smoke comes out the holes for the eyes and the mouth.
Totoro for scale.
mentioned Trilaina.
There we go. Yeah, I have a Totoro for scale. It's just currently blocked by my glare protector right now.
Midgard serpent for scale.
There we go.
Show your
That was
scales
actually
again.
the design. Midgard serpent for scale.
Nice.
I actually have one of these over there in translucent blue. Totoro.
For scale.
Fidget octopus.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh God, you have no idea how traumatic that just was, considering what I am writing.
K9.
K9.
Chapter 20, Nick. Chapter 20.
Chapter 20 is lightweight. Okay, I will give you a special behind the scenes hint for the next Haints and Hellfire.
Nope. Don't want it. Don't want it.
2 words. Ocular jelly.
Oh,
Tasty.
Oh,
So tasty.
oh.
It's great on toast.
Right.
Spoon for
Yeah,
scale.
Yay,
Oh.
toast.
Dad, if your eyes did not have macular degeneration,
Boom.
then they do now. Okay, Nick, keep going with comments because
Okay. While Dawn recovers from a mild thing, and what's great is I can look at her and say, "It's not what you think. It's different and worse and possibly more soul destroying because it's how I roll." But for wine
eyeballs, I bet.
in Hellfield, wouldn't that have to be made from burgundy colored yarn? Unless it's a white. Anyway. I ran to the washrooms, says Carl Witzman, where 3 cats had to join me. But they were cool cats, aristocats, because everybody wants to be a cat.
And the other 2 were probably keeping company with his wife.
And is that called a Celtic cross? Actually, that is not work. So
this one may not be Celtic.
It may be. Oh god! But the flaring on the edge. Oh god! The 3 points on each end have special meaning, and I should know it because I wear one much of the time.
Is it the tricerata?
Possibly.
Okay. I was going to say, I can't see it well enough on my screen.
And a nice burn that I may have to get back to. You cannot unburn. Foxy says, neither can my skin. I burn like
I know that
Same.
feeling.
Neither can when I tease Carl about Sanskrit.
Incense burner from Raiders of the Lost Ark would be wild. I have literally seen a custom candle, sir. I have actually seen someone make the layered wax, because that's how the effect that everybody remembers from Raiders of the Lost Ark. You know, the thing he did not see coming. You know, with the glasses fall. Yes, there are candles out there. Do you mix that with toe jam? Got those goo eyeballs. Got that. Anyway,
Thank you for going exactly where I did.
You're welcome, Trilaina. And here we go with the Sanskrit again. It's nice to keep things full circle around here. We cycle our jokes. It's not, well, it is recycling. It's environmentally friendly use of jokes.
They're
Well,
upcycled.
we like to do a homage to certain things.
There's that word again.
There's that word again.
There's that word again.
Better not find out.
Better not find out it's an insult.
Grant Likert had no idea.
Grant happens to see this in the rerun, or if he's watching and hasn't said hi. Grant, we absolutely love you, and we adore the word homage. It is beyond awesome now. That word for the rest of my life, somebody will say homage, and it's got a new meaning now.
You know why it's called frogging?
Dad, not that, Grant.
You know why it's called frogging? Because we rip it when we mess up. Because I done goofed. But that's
What'd you goof
okay.
up on?
I did one row twice.
I can't imagine how you would be distracted.
Well, usually I print out like the
Sanskrit might change.
right. Usually I print out my pattern and I stick it into a plastic sleeve and then I draw on it with dry erase markers so I know exactly where I'm at. Well, it's up on my screen, so I did it twice. But that's okay. It just made me practice my stitches.
There you go.
That's all.
Silver lining, right?
Silver linings. I was wondering why those numbers weren't
It's
working out.
terrible. Sanskrit is so terrible because it's coarse and rough and it gets everywhere. Anyway, Dan says at least you didn't have to invent uniform to get your first story published, Carl.
Well, according to Chris, he did.
True, Dan. Runes were much forgiving. The problem, though, is if you typo runes, you get a bind rune that incinerates your face. So you have to be careful with that. So I don't know about forgive.
And that goes back to the burning is love.
But I don't know if that would be so much love.
Nah, be fine.
Depends on the bind rune and how binding it is. Anyway.
Where it's binding at.
Yeah.
It is so funny when you see people who went out and got authentic, authentic Viking tattoos of bind runes, and you know exactly what it actually means. Like, wow.
I think it's the same thing when it comes to Chinese characters or Japanese characters. And people that actually know Chinese and Japanese and Korean and all that. It's like, I think it. Yeah, no,
we have a thesis for that. We have a
I love when people get the Viking runes and then they're or the Viking tattoos and then they put the runes on the outside and you're like, bro, you just put the alphabet in a circle on your bicep.
Yeah.
It's literally the alphabet in a circle. Good job.
Now I'm just envisioning the Elder Futhark being presented to like Viking preschoolers as like this huge muscular dude,
right?
Historically inaccurate horns. It's like rolling up his arm, and here we have Thorn. It means
What sound does this one make? Good job, children.
So now Olaf is going to show you Vunjo.
Oh, God.
No, Olaf, not that Vunjo, the other one.
The kids are writing them out, and they're just making bind runes left and right. Oh, Lord.
I forgot to start the music back up, so we're on track 7 now, racing against time.
The one thing you had to do beyond burning, Joe.
Right.
But then, my wife says this brings her Vunjo.
On next week's The Bind Rune is Love.
No, I know nothing about creating bind runes.
No.
I only carry one in my wallet.
Okay, so where are we at?
Right here. Yep.
Here, I have that effect when I am watching that just checks. No, I can't read it. Nick.
Dear, I have that effect when I'm watching, or when I am watching that just shacks females up and cannot concentrate, at least in my mind.
I see.
And right. Foxy says, and what you're binding.
More ways than one.
Dan says there's one young lady on the canal boat videos who has the name of her boat painted in runes. Ooh. I like that idea.
Wonder what it
That
really
sounds
said.
awesome.
And Carl said the donations for the Hale family is now up to $580 for visiting their daughter.
Ooh, that's up from the beginning of the video, even.
Yes, it is.
Glad to hear it, folks.
And Donna says, yay, Woodsman dude. Bladed says, my favorite story is a guy who got a tattoo of Chinese characters that he thought said strength or something equally edgy. It said chicken fried rice.
No, friend.
Friend rice. And no, that's not a typo. It actually said chicken friend rice.
Now wait. If this guy was one of those lifting dude bros who like don't even put spice on their chicken, it is very possible that he had chicken, spotted for his friend, and then had rice, to recover. Yeah, it's possible.
It's terrible.
Gym bros are one notch from like being as supportive as the drunken ladies in the bathroom at like 2 a.m.
That's true. Oh, many a friendship are made at the bar at 2 a.m. in the bathroom.
In the bathroom. It's always
in the women's bathroom. Like, you're besties for life now.
You come walking out, arm in arm, giggling, and your significant other goes, "Who's that?" "I don't know, but she's my friend. We're going for lunch tomorrow."
Yeah.
Well, you find out the name tomorrow when you're sober. And
Exactly.
Daddy Loss says, "Thanks for your indulgence with me tonight." Well, Mr. Loss, indulgences are our specialty around here, and we sell them much cheaper than the Catholic school. However, we're glad to have you in the chat, causing trouble and getting us all into this shit.
And now you all see, it really is not my fault.
I don't know what you're talking about. He seems like a well-adjusted, jovial man, and I see no sign of perversion or difficulty from him. It must be
One of us. One of us.
Feel the fizz
Of the Cuckoo Cola. Oh, it looks like
Anyway.
pants.
It does look like pants.
You realize if you did like the bunny upside down, it would be an Among Us.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Yes, it would.
I
I
love
actually
seeing
have a
patterns
pattern for
that way.
Among Us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She held my hair while I was vomiting, so she's now my friend.
Amen.
That's not
Besties
fun. That's
for
like
life.
the sisterhood of the traveling weave, okay? That is... If she's held your hair while you're puking, she is closer than that. She's at least at non-biological cousin status.
Oh, that's just like standard in a women's bar restroom. You don't know each other, but by the end of the night, you're holding each other's hair, you've offered to help fix their makeup, and somehow you found their earring.
Yes.
But you can't find
And it
your
was in
own.
your cleavage, but
But
you don't
you-
know how it got. Never mind.
But you can't find your own. Earring's
Mhm.
gone forever.
And Dale says, I never got locked in that bathroom of any color.
That can be arranged.
Dan says, I can't wait until all these southern girls who got a fancy tramp stamp tattoo find out it actually says moose shoe pork.
Better than shrimp fried rice. Anyway,
And Carl says,
Listen,
yes, Guard, thanks for coming by. And yes, we see where Dawn gets it.
The only thing I ever got at 2 a.m. in a women's bathroom is a restraining order.
Wait. And Misty kicking you in the because you shouldn't have been in there in the first place.
So
you
what'd you
don't
say?
understand. He was ordered to be restrained to Misty. And
I'm looking at the comments as they're coming in. I'm going to keep going here.
okay, please do.
Bladed says, no, he literally was telling people that it said strength.
Well,
Uh,
you get what
Dale,
you pay for.
Dale says,
No.
in other words, nuts. Foxy says, man, I miss so much by not being in bars.
I thought it said not being behind bars.
Yeah, for a second that was the
What?
point.
What did you do, Foxy?
Now I have to clarify. Many of my experiences with bars have been my dear high school friends calling me for a pickup because they were the only person that would come at that hour to pick them up. So a lot of it was evacing people from places they shouldn't have been. It is amazing what you can do with a clipboard and what you can convince people you are at 3 a.m., especially if you're willing to throw on a tie.
Dale says, lol. Carl says, Trey, those would be good for warming certain male parts in the winter.
I'd see. You got there. It took him a while, but he got there.
Dad, plug your ears. Who's going to measure for sizing?
Not me.
They have elastic patterns of crochet that can stretch and compress pretty well. I think you'd want to go with something like that. One size fits most.
Just y'all are terrible. I'm trying to count while you guys are saying these things.
And what you will learn is doing what she's trying to do should probably not be done as a panel show, and that take mercy on every DM you've ever seen run a game whilst in this environment.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's fun.
You know,
says-
Trey's.
Go
Trey.
ahead.
I say Trey's introductory show. It has gone someplace I don't think we expected.
I expected it to go fully off the rails, so I know this group.
Kitty says if I ever decide to get a Chinese tattoo, I'm going to ask Thesis to make sure it says what I want it to say. Good idea.
Yep.
Carl says they stretch.
They do have patterns for them.
And Dale says the last I got a call to pick someone up behind bars was our police chief.
Yep.
Nice.
And Dan says, yes, we're terrible, but that's why you love us.
Exactly.
That's also why I have... Oh, that's not... Hold on. We need to switch to this branding.
Hubcack.
Oh, yeah.
There was no rails. Oh, well, wait. There was rails
There it
for about
is.
the first 6 minutes. And then the rails went bye-bye.
That's all right. Where we're going,
what
we don't
change
need
happened 6
rails.
minutes in?
That's the old... Isn't that the old background?
Yeah, I don't know why my Behind the Code one has a different background right now.
I think. Oh, because I accidentally went into the wrong.
Oh,
Wrong thing.
okay. That's fine.
I apologize. That was me.
It's an easy fix.
My bad.
And Carl says, Trey's one and only show after she has to tear it all apart and start over.
Actually, it's forming up pretty well.
That's what she
Especially-
Knock
I
on
mean,
wood, not metal, and any of the 4 elements you can find.
So, but yeah, like it actually looks like how it's supposed to look. Which usually, first times doing patterns, I've torn it apart far more than this. So we are doing well.
It is sorcery. Even having you explain it, even having you slowly define it, it is absolute sorcery that you are taking a wibbly string and making something that three-dimensionally solid. It just ain't right.
And Carl says, cool that we didn't mess you up too badly.
There's still time.
Joe has a very magical talent for being able to talk to me when I'm trying to count, usually to like 159. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
not realize that she's on like a large count, and I'll ask her a question, and she'll sit up in her chair and look at me as she's crocheting 34, 35, 36.
36, 37, and then I just lean back and continue on.
Wait,
I mean, shut up for a minute.
34,
that is
35, 36. That's really close to an old friend of mine. Anyway, sorry, distractions. Squirrel!
Oh,
No, it's a peep. It's a peep.
And
okay,
let's
I'm gonna
see.
say something that it's gonna. You guys are gonna go really. When I've had
Yes.
surgeries, I have 2 Peeps stuffed animals, and they are the best for when I've had surgery for pain because you can squeeze their ears when you're in a lot of
Yeah.
pain. It sounds weird, but
Oh no, it makes total sense.
They are the best things for when I have surgery. So I just, yeah, I know it sounds really weird. I don't know if Dad's going to remember this. When I had my neck surgery, I took one of them to the hospital with me. And they wanted me to sit up, and Mom and Dad were in the room. They sat the peep up on the end of the bed, so he was sitting straight up, facing the door. And I'm sitting in recline. Mom and Dad are each sitting in a chair. And the nurse walks in, wow. She walks in,
Nice.
He's sitting on the bed looking at her.
Pete.
Pete, Richie. Oh.
Oh God.
I hate when my joke is so funny to me that it pulls me out of being able to tell it. Oh.
The thing is that the peep is pink. Pink peep, Richie.
Oh, we gotta rig something like that. I wish I had my old stop motion app. I'd get two little Pete bunnies going by and add Pete Richie. But let's see.
Well, when she's done with this one, we'll just take a picture of it and create a meme.
Yeah. Clone it, just lasso, copy.
Dale says it'd be nuts if it had to be torn apart. And Foxy says it is. Magic words, waving around a wand, and poof, blankets.
Comedy food.
It says, I'm seriously going to have to commission a peep for my mother. She loves peeps so much that when she sees them in the store, she buys them every time. And Dale says, thanks all, and I think I embarrassed Dawn enough for tonight.
Not at
No,
all.
wait, hold on. Because the next person you got to meet.
Yep. And we have the Launchpad Network. Greetings,
Oh,
Zach.
that's Zach.
Hey, Zachy. By the way, Zach D. Ardulis, that's my dad.
Yep.
This is
And my wife is not counting in Canadian stitches. She's using American stitches.
Oh.
I need to jump ahead briefly to address something because they're chatty.
Yep.
Dan says, after hearing Miss Sharon's audio story, which you all should go listen to, I expect some of you reprobates to demand she and I co-narrate one of your stories. I don't know how to schedule that without pulling an iron out of the fire. I know, and of course it has already been contemplated. I just hadn't launched the idea. I was waiting for you to stumble upon it.
Dan, your wrench, send the link. Whatever, Zachy. We love you. You love us, and you know it. We say
And
goodbye.
belated greetings, Zach. And Carl says, oh, she loves it, DR. And Carl saying hi to Zach. Donna saying hi to Zach. And after my comment, Zach saying goodbye. As long as you don't drop a stitch, you can stitch however you want. I don't judge.
I can stitch if I want to. I can leave that stitch
Leave
behind.
Because if your friends don't stitch.
They're no friends
I'll be here all
of
night, folks.
mine. Same place.
Are we going for like a 5-hour stream since we got
Oh no. I was gonna say I'm gonna stop this one after probably the next 2 rounds because the tight stitches are hurting my hands. So
That's what she said.
Right.
This is Miss Saren's YouTube link, so after the show, please everyone go there. And anyone wants to see the video for which Ken was referencing,
Yes.
you can go here.
Excellent.
See, Joe, are you really sure you want to bring me full time into your
Thank
network?
you, because, Nick,
Yeah.
I'm on my phone in the morning for your shows.
Wait, what?
Eh?
Something about
I
in the
just-
morning for phone in the morning for who shows? What?
Hello?
Dawn, did we lose you?
What?
You started talking, then just stopped. Hard stop.
Yeah.
You said,
Who, me?
"See, Nick, I'm on my phone in the morning for your shows," and then just
Oh, I stopped because other people were talking.
Oh,
So I was just gonna say I'm on my phone for your show, so when I see the links, they don't work right on a phone. So now I got it now, so now I got Saren's page. Thank you, Miss Saren.
Good. Please subscribe to her. She does not have enough subscriptions
Done.
at all.
Yep. We'll definitely
And her voice is delicious. Absolutely. And longtime fans of my shows will catch a beautiful, subtle shot at Johnny Cage that she wove into there. Bonus points for anyone else who catches that.
Never criticize a lady with a shape tool.
Shape or sharp? I would say
Either
sharp.
way.
Either one.
Mom grew up. She always had a needle in her hand. I'm thinking he learned that.
Because even though that crochet hook isn't exactly sharp, it can still puncture.
And with Trey's training, she can make it puncture, and she can pull something out of you.
Right.
This is the
look. My intestines are a bunny now.
May I please let Trilaina, my dear, my love.
Yep, he didn't mean sharp. Sharp shaped tool.
Didn't you used to work? I don't know, processing deer or something similar at one point?
I was a butcher's assistant at one point, yeah.
So, gut hooks are things you are totally not familiar with, and you've never.
No, I've never seen a gut hook in my life. I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely didn't try to take the skinning knife from somebody that left it. Jerk came back and got it.
Skinning knife.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Are you resting your hands now?
I'm gonna do one more round, and then I think I am finished.
Crazy paddle lady with the sharp shape too.
Let's play a couple more ads real quick then, while you give your hands a slight break. We'll play one for Kat Rothermel and one for Jody McPhee.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Who did I say the next one was? Jody?
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
And we're going to switch over to a different album. We're going to do One Night Only by Dan Hollifield. And
congratulations, Trey, on taking approximately half a second of a break on your hands.
I just finished the last row, so we're good now.
And we're going to play track number 4, Odin on Roller Skates, while we wrap up the show.
There we go.
I'm going to skip ahead to this one. Go wrap Mom's toe. Tell her I love her. Do not tell her about the show. I love you. No, she just had a thing. She had a procedure done on her toe. So thanks for joining, Dad. I hope you come for more shows, and I love you. And I love you and Mom. Okay, I'm done.
All right. So yeah, Bladed saying Every time I see crochet hooks, all I can think of are
Emmy piercers.
Emmy piercers. Okay.
I am not familiar with those.
Oh, they're delightful little stabby things that have rings to keep them in place for doing
Ooh.
villainy.
And Kitty says, pretty spinny blades of death.
Nice.
Remember the funky little ring blade things that the Three Storms on Big Trouble in Little China did when they did
Okay.
that?
Yeah. Gotcha.
You have pants.
Bill says,
Right.
Too bad tonight, honey. My hands are cramping there. Yeah, mine aren't.
Nice
Fox
one,
says,
Dan.
nice one, Dan. And we got the link to Jody McPhee. And Nick, you do need to talk to Kat about joining NDCD.
I will try. She's been very, very busy of late because she switched school systems and is learning the wonder of Valparaiso.
Oh,
Oh.
say no more.
Well,
A lot.
I was a part of Valpo schools at one point.
oh, she's not in proper Valpo schools. She's in, well, proper might not be the right term, but she's at a private school, and apparently she's grown tired of the Michigan City is that fireworks or is that gunfire game.
Yeah.
So, her world's been a little spicy, so I will keep out. It gives me a excuse to reach out.
And Blaine says, anyone who wants to see just what those are capable of, go watch the Shaolin versus
Maori.
Maori.
The Deadliest Warrior. I think I've seen that one, actually.
I was going to say, I pulled up the picture, and yeah, those look fun.
But,
I'm going to let somebody else read that.
the
Scansion
scansion
quote was worth
was worthy.
And Carl's replying to Dale's got to go need to rep wife's toe with pouch.
Remember who the wife is? Viv. I bet she gives him the look.
The legendary look.
Dan says he's actually playing bass on this song.
Nice.
Rock on, Dan.
And Donna says, hope to see you again, Mr. D. Love you, Dawn, by all. And by Dawn's dad from Foxy. And Blaine says, oh, Trey, I'll have to educate you on the piercers because I think you would love them.
They look incredibly fun.
And we got Carl saying bye to Dale. And Blaine says, if you look at my armory video, I made a training version of piercers. I named them Fidget Spinner.
That's awesome.
Nice. All right. Well, with that, folks, I think we will call it a night here. And I'd like to thank you all for coming out. And this is probably going to be the format for the foreseeable future. And there will be times where we should now have every Wednesday going, because even though I have my one Wednesday a month where I have town meetings,
Rich is back.
Trey doesn't have to go to those. So she would still be able to do a show that night.
Trey and I can run the show.
Yes. And there goes any hope of monetization that I have.
Don't take that too well.
Yes.
Carl says, everyone have a great evening. Good show. Thank you, Carl. And with that, we will play the outro and see you guys. Hold on, let me look at the calendar real quick. I don't think... Yeah, I won't be doing a Behind the Code next Monday because I'll have a meeting that night. So we will see you all... we won't have a show next Wednesday, actually, either.
No, we're doing
We have to do stuff
Easter prep for...
Easter egg hunt for the park. So there will be no shows next week at all from us.
What time does that start?
6 p.m.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it goes pretty quick, but not that quick.
Yeah, because then we got hauled 5 garbage bags worth of Easter eggs over to the park.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we will see you all next time. Good night, folks.
Good night.
Night.
Oh.